Hi, Bashar.
And good day to you.
I have a two-parter. The first part is
two-parter.
Two-parter.
All right, part one.
And I know that part two is appropriate. I know it. Part one is a dream that I was awakened from this morning with a thunderous bang outside.
Thunderous bang.
Right.
All right.
And in the physical, there was a physical event going on that awoke me from this dream, and the dream was. In the dream, you know, we had the Topanga fires recently, and
all right, we understand. Yes.
I had to load the car with everything that was important to me and wait to see if we had to evacuate.
Yes.
And we didn't, in the sense. So then I unloaded the car, and everything's fine. So in the dream, I dreamed that I'm living in a city.
By the way, everything's fine anyway.
Right. Right.
Go ahead.
Thank you. In the dream, I'm living in a city, and I look out instead of in the woods where I really live.
Yes.
And I'm looking out the window, and the city is ablaze, and there's a bridge, and I'm seeing, oh my God, it's really time to get out now.
All right.
And there's no time to pack the car with everything I love.
Yes.
And so I'm very calm, and I just go, oh, okay, I'll just pack it with the doggy toys.
Oh, all right.
Two of each.
Two of each.
Two of each, right.
So now you have your own little ark of doggy toys.
I have my own little, and only one dog, but he gets two of each of his style of toy.
Yes.
So I think that's
But there are two dogs.
Yes, and I thought, where did that dog come from? Because I only have one dog.
Yes.
Where did that dog come from, Bashar?
Where did that dog come from?
Where did that dog come from? I don't know. Are you going to tell me?
Are you serious?
Oh no! Of course. People think I'm a dog sometimes because I love them so much. I think like them. I totally get them.
And it's representative of your serious connection.
Of course. Thank you. Oh my goodness. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, and the fire being real comfortable.
Yes.
Okay, so now we'll go to part two.
Oh, part two. All right.
Okay, I might get real emotional on this, so just
that's all right.
Prepared.
Have you been fake emotional up to now?
No.
Now you're going to get real emotional?
Oh. No, I mean...
Yes, I understand. I'm teasing you.
Volume-wise. Okay. No. Thank you.
Throwing you doggy toys.
Thank you. Okay. Back when the big fire happened.
Yes, the big
from
fire.
Malibu and was rushing towards Topanga.
Yes.
We had to evacuate with all of our animals and be outside of the canyon for 3 days watching TV, not knowing if our house was okay. So we're sitting and we're a nervous wreck. I'm absolutely petrified. My stomach is turning inside out. I've never been so scared in my life.
Oh, all right. How exciting.
Deep. It went deep. Yeah.
Yes.
So then all of a sudden we're watching TV and I see the picture on the screen is the view outside my window.
Yes. And you go, oh, look, there's my house.
Yeah. It's a hillside that I meditate on the rocks on that hillside.
Yes.
The blaze was on the hillside exactly next to it about, I was guessing, 10 to 15 fire seconds as the fire was moving away.
Yes. And?
Time of moment of reckoning, right?
Yes.
Shock.
Yes.
I hear a voice inside my head say no to the fire. I'm thinking, right?
Yes.
And it's my unseen friends. And I'm going, that's totally stupid. And then the next thing that I thought.
You have stupid unseen friends?
No. It was the thought that I had. It was the thought that I thought it was a stupid thought.
Doggy toys.
Thank you. Okay. So then I'm thinking, well, what other choice do I have? You know, we've already gone through 2 seconds with that thought.
Yes.
And so I thought, okay. And so I try to say no, and nothing comes out. There's nothing. My vocal cords won't work.
Oh, all right.
So then I try again, and nothing comes out. And I try again, and there's like this gross little squeak kind of comes out. And I'm trying and I'm really giving it everything I've got to say no to the fire. And finally a little no comes out, and then a bigger no comes out, and then, no, you son of a bitch, no! Starts screaming, coming out. The girl next to me screaming the same thing. She's also a channel. And we're screaming and screaming and screaming. And all of a sudden, the energy, it was like we were in the middle of a hurricane, and it was blasting and blasting and blasting. And all of a sudden, everything went totally calm.
Yes.
And
the eye of the storm.
Exactly. And that's exactly what we felt.
Yes.
We looked at each other like, what the hell just happened?
What the heaven just happened?
What the heaven just happened? And the picture had changed from the screen, so we couldn't tell in physical reality what happened, right?
Yes.
But we chose to feel that meant everything was okay. And when we got home 3 days later, they had stopped the fire exactly there.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So now this has been a really big event in my life. And when I try to share it with people, they get a little overwhelmed.
I see.
But I think this is the right place to talk about this because...
Well, obviously, because you already are.
Right. Right. Because obviously there was some big time synchronicity going on there.
Oh, yes. And it sounds
involved...
like your invisible friends threw you a bone.
Well, it does, doesn't it?
Yes.
And it was a life-changing, reality-shattering...
Life-changing, yes. Which means you're not the same person.
I have never been the same person
in the same reality at all. So what actually happened?
Okay, now here's what I came up with.
Yes.
And with some help from Torah, came up with, but she didn't give me the whole thing. He didn't give me the whole thing.
Understood.
Okay. Because there's this outside reality occurring.
There is?
Well, I'm not going to be able to get through this without you bumping me, are you? Okay. All right.
Do you want me to relax the leash a little bit?
A tad, yes. Please.
All right. Go ahead, run around. Chase your tail for a while.
Oh, no, I can't believe you're doing this to me. Okay. Where was I? Okay, why?
Fetch.
Why? I've always cared more about dogs than people. I mean, I pull my car over on the side of the street to see the dogs. Yes. What?
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
Yes.
I don't know. There's the big puppy dog eyes. They just get me. They just get me. What's the difference?
All right, we'll go on with your story.
Okay. That's another time. Okay, so when I talked to Torah about it about a week later after the fires, I said, this is what happened. What do you think? He said, well, you didn't stop the fire with your anger, Victoria.
Yes.
You stopped the fire with your love. And I went, yeah, I can see that the love was under the anger. Okay. And then I was thinking later.
Yes.
And I thought, it also felt like there was kind of a divine intervention in some way. Well, that's what I wanted to clarify, because I needed that to
happened?
Put there.
Based on what we have talked about the nature of the structure of existence, do you understand what obviously happened? I already just gave you a clue. You're not the same person, not in the same reality.
I changed that reality because I chose...
No,
what?
You didn't change the reality. You shifted to another one, representative of your preferential state of being. You tunneled through, with your energy, that eye of the storm feeling was literally you tunneling through, shifting your frequency from one reality to another that simultaneously coexist, parallel reality. One reality in which the fire swept through that area, taking everything with it. Another in which the fire stops at that point. You shifted to the reality in which the fire stops.
So I didn't stop it? I just shifted realities?
Stop it. It's already existing in every possible configuration that it can.
Oh.
It's not about changing the outer reality, because there isn't one. It's about changing the inner reality and experiencing the result reflected back to you of the new reality you have taken yourself to.
So all that emotion that was going on in me, that was the turmoil and the terrifiedness of the 3 days, and the trying to then access my vocal cords, and having such difficulty doing that, was a physical part of shifting that. Yes! Cool!
Yes.
Cool.
Remember, we have talked about the idea that oftentimes shifting from one dimension to another will actually experience a little bit of what you might call temporary paralysis, because you're attempting to still work in one dimension when you're no longer there. So as soon as you hit the eye of the storm, you were free. In that sense, you had made the shift. You were now working in a new dimension, a new parallel reality, where you had finally let go of all the things that belonged in the old reality that no longer work. And then you could speak.
And then the experience of the fires got less each time.
Yes.
Even in the dream. In the dream state, it got less.
Yes.
Even
as
though it
you
was
shift
right
your
outside
realities
the window.
in that direction, that can be one result. Yes.
But then it has more to it than that, because
Well, of
it's
course.
not just fires. It's
No.
It's
It's everything.
It's
But
everything.
that's your focus. That's what you're using as your transformational crucible symbol.
which is what fire is.
Yes.
Right.
Does this help?
Yeah.
Are you proud that you have arrived at this realization?
Proud? Oh, that's an interesting word.
Yes. It's all right. I'm not going to put a negative spin on it.
Okay. Am I proud?
Do you feel good and appropriate that you have arrived
Oh,
at
I
this
feel
realization?
ecstatic.
Thank you.
But proud through me a little bit.
All right. Why?
Why?
Yes.
Because I'm kind of been taught that proud is not really a good emotion to have.
I see. You think it comes with arrogance and negative ego.
Yeah.
It can.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to.
Right. Oh.
Pride in the positive sense can also simply be the recognition of your own beauty. You understand? The recognition of your belonging to all that is.
Oh, thank you.
That you
because-
acknowledge and accept and own yourself completely. It can be that too.
Without that negative tinge.
Without
to
the
it.
negative idea.
Yeah. Thank you, because I haven't been willing to let myself do that
Well,
because
all right.
of that
Are
definition.
you willing to now?
Oh, yeah.
Then.
Oh, yeah. I'll work on
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
Then, has this helped?
Yes. So much. Thank you.
Then you may please take a bow wow.
In your imagination.
Well, you can say it however you wish. Bow, wow. What is your present time frame?
12 o'clock.
We have whatever time we say we have.
Oh, yes.
You may continue briefly.
Thank you, Bashar. Thank you for the motion with the dot.
Yes.
And the meditation this morning. It really shifted me, or allowed me to shift.
Thank you.
Rather dramatically from where I've been stuck for the last few years,
All
or
right.
allowed myself to be.
Thank you.
And really remember where I was and how I could move forward.
All right.
And I have a question.
Yes.
I hope that you can give me some insight as to the numbers. Last night, during the lottery, I was drawn number 3 of 10.
Yes.
And my parking ticket, the numerical value on the number on the ticket was 2010. 0 to 0.
All right.
And so there's 2 20s that keep representing themselves. And I have these numbers represented all the time.
Synchronistically.
Is this a positive synchronicity?
Do you want it to be?
I do.
Well, then it is.
Okay. My question is, this session has really helped me to shift. Do you feel that it could be a copy of it could be received positively by the individual known to you as Dawn?
A copy of it could be received positively?
Yeah.
There is always a positive way to do anything.
Okay.
The individuals must simply assess for themselves what methodology represents the idea of the expression of positive reality for them.
Right, but I would be sending it unconditionally, but do you perceive that it would be received?
We cannot make that determination. It
by
is
the
up
individual.
to Dawn.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I really just, I mean, it's been absolutely amazing this morning. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Are you still exploring democracy?
Absolutely.
Did you find the difference between democracy and republic?
No, not as of yet.
Shall I help?
Please.
A democracy is that which allows for an unlimited majority to rule, but absolutely provides no basis for the protection of individual or minority rights. A republic allows there to be a democratic process of voting, but through a constitution imposes controls on the majority to allow for individual and minority rights. Now, which do you prefer?
Honestly, I think I prefer true democracy.
I have just told you the difference.
Right.
So you are saying that you are in favor of an unlimited majority with absolutely no regard for individual or minority rights?
Yes.
Why?
Because the will of the people should be the will of the planet.
But you see, the idea is the will of the people are expressed in a constitution, not in a majority system.
Well, if the Constitution were upheld, then that might make sense.
That's
but
the key.
Since the Constitution
That's
isn't upheld
the
under the
key.
Republic, then the Republic
No.
isn't working.
The republic doesn't work when it is replaced by a pure majority democracy. And that's what has happened.
No, because if our system were working as a democracy, the situations that we're in right now, we wouldn't be in because it's not the will of the majority.
The situation, however, that you are missing is that the structure, the form of government called a democracy is what allows for the continuation of what you don't want. The form of government called the republic is the only way to bring to light how the republic has been misrepresented.
Okay.
You cannot, as your Einstein said, solve a problem from the same level in which the problem was created.
That makes a lot of sense on a lot of levels to me right now. It really does. It's really
Do a
becoming
little bit
clear.
more of your own research and you will see that just because there may be corruption in a republic that allows there to be a misrepresentation doesn't mean that you abandon the idea itself. It simply means that you need to educate people to go back to it, which a democracy will not allow you to do. So do some more research. You will see.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello and good day, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Thank you. I just want to tell my experience and see what you...
Speak up and be bold so that all may hear what you have to share.
In 2004,
Yes.
I think I was in Baton Rouge, Louisiana around then.
You think?
No, I wasn't.
All right. You are en route to?
No, I wasn't en route. I was at work, actually.
You are at work.
Yeah.
All right.
And I had an experience where out of the nothingness, this pure intelligence came out.
Yes.
I can't describe it.
Yes.
All I can say was pure absolute consciousness.
And what was the effect of this experience?
Well, I noticed that myself inside of it, well, my I am presence, it was like me looking back at myself.
Yes.
But it was much greater than me.
Yes. Because you were in touch with more of the all that is.
And I just want to, was there a reason why I experienced that, or
No,
was that
none
actually
whatsoever. Are you exploring the idea of the expansion of consciousness?
Oh, yes, I am.
Well, wouldn't that be reason enough to have that kind of an experience as part of that exploration?
Yes, it would. Yeah.
Well, does it have to be more complicated than that?
No.
Is that sufficient?
Yes, yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. Does it feel good?
It feels really good, yeah.
All right. Do you want to expand some more?
Oh, yes, I would.
Well, then you can expect to have more experiences, can't you?
Yes, of
All
course.
right. Does that feel good too?
Yes, it does.
All right. Does this help?
Yes, it does a lot.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Yes, one more thing about the photon belt.
Yes.
Do you know when exactly our solar system is gonna go
It's not really the kind of phenomenon that many of your people think it is. It's simply the leading edge of the collective consciousness wave that represents the crossing of a threshold expressed in electromagnetic terms in your physical reality. Do you understand? You're crossing through it now. 2012 represents the threshold point of critical mass.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Does that help?
Yes. So where are you? Just that. Okay. I understand.
It's the leading edge of the collective consciousness that desires a shift. And thus then critical mass will be crossed in 2012, where the electromagnetic energy will express itself in a more accelerated way on your planet in a variety of phenomenologies, some of which can be the idea of more positive accelerated ideas being able to come to the forefront of manifestation if there is harmonious behavior behind them. Does that help?
Yes, it does.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
We will now, at this time, suggest that you take your refreshment break. At the same time, you will also be playing a little game. So while you take your refreshment break, write down at least 5 things you absolutely know for a fact, without question. Absolutely without question. 5 things you know for a fact. You can start with, I am. I'll let you cheat a little bit. But at least 5 things. 10 if you wish. But 5 things you absolutely don't question that you know, that come from a state of knowingness. And it can be anything. It can be, I absolutely know my dog loves me. As long as it's something you absolutely know without question. At least 5. That is your assignment during your refreshment break. We will discuss some of those when we resume contact. Enjoy. We will resume contact in 1.5 of your hours. Good day. How's it going?
Good day, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I would like to start with mathematics.
Mathematics.
I'm very interested in if mathematics is basic to reality.
It depends.
And
there are some constants, but not everywhere. And of course, it can be expressed differently by different civilizations and cultures.
The same mathematics can be expressed differently.
Of course. For example, what you call in your quantum physics formulas or equations using mathematical symbols that express the idea known as the uncertainty principle, or such similar concepts, might be expressed in our civilization simply by a geometric form, rather than an equation of symbols.
But
You follow me?
I follow, but that means that there's a mathematical structure, more
Yes.
basic, of which these two are models.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And also, some New Age literature
Yes.
speaks about there being 7 levels or 12 dimensions. But the
Well,
number
yes.
7 seems particularly significant,
Yes.
as there being soul groups being multiples of 7.
Well, yes, but remember that while accurate from their perception, some of those hierarchical distinctions, while to some degree representative of different frequency levels, are also distinctly germane to the level that is perceiving them. Other realities might perceive the same concept in a number of different ways.
Okay, because I thought that if there are 7 levels and
Yes.
not 8 or 9 or whatever, that seems to contradict the idea that all that is really all that is.
Again, the idea of 7 levels, as I said, is an arbitrary distinction being made from your reality. It's the way your reality needs to interpret the concept of infinity for itself in a certain way. From the level of all that is, it doesn't necessarily see itself as being separated into 7 levels. But it understands that from the Earth perspective, 7 levels makes the most sense based on the frequencies and the juxtaposition of geometries and mathematics of energy as you need to express the concept of shifting frequencies.
Okay, but it also seems that there is a basic physics to reality, to energy, to consciousness, and that seems to imply that because of the nature of energy, some things are possible and some things are not possible.
Some things are possible or not possible within any localized reality. But anything you can imagine exists somewhere within infinity, or you could not imagine it.
Okay, but it means that if I can imagine it, then it exists.
It exists somewhere. It may not be pertinent to your local reality.
I understand, but my imagination can be limited because
Yes. Your imagination may be limited, but anything you are capable of imagining exists. I'm not saying you can imagine everything that is, but I'm saying everything you do imagine does exist somewhere.
Okay, but I can imagine that all that is all that it can be,
Yes.
but not all that it can be seems to be, well, maybe it cannot be everything. So maybe it's limited because it's nature.
All right, but what you have simply now done is imagined a limited all that is within an infinite one. You see, you have created a localized representation within an infinite one.
Okay.
That's what you've done with your imagination. Yes, of course, you can imagine a limited all that is. And that exists within the infinite one.
Okay. Does it also mean that there's no limit to how good you can feel?
Well, that is a relatively subjective thing. You could say that there might be various ways in which people interpret the concept of feeling good.
That's right, yeah.
So it would depend on a case-by-case basis as to what that individual might mean by, I feel good. In a sense, there is no limit, pragmatically, to how good you can feel. But there might be certain states of being that you might imagine would be ecstatic states that may not actually be capable of being experienced by your neurological system.
Okay, that keys into the next question is that I understand everything is equally valuable.
Yes.
So the ant is equally valuable as all that is.
Yes.
But the localized consciousness
Yes.
is limited. So it cannot, for instance, choose to experience ecstasy or something like that.
Yes, it can.
Okay.
Within its own framework. to whatever degree it is capable of experiencing something, it is free to choose to experience that thing.
I understand, but with the concept of the oversoul,
Yes.
it seems as if that's the life you want. The oversoul experiences everything, and
Now you are making a value judgment. When you say it seems that that's the life you want, you are devaluing the fact that you chose to have this life.
Well, not in an absolute value sense as that it has value, but in a sense that it is preferable.
What I am saying is, the reason you chose the life you're living is because at the time you made that choice, this was preferable too. You just don't remember. It's equal in preference to the oversoul's existence. And from that level, you knew that. Right now, you don't know that.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Is there anyone who would like to share more of what they know?
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day. What do you know for sure?
What do I know through your teachings? And so I thank you.
What do you know?
Okay.
Doesn't matter how you know it. Through me, through anything. What do you know?
I know that I'm multidimensional.
All right.
I know.
How do you know that?
I just know.
All right. There's no doubt, there's no question
There's
for
no
you
doubt.
at this point in your life.
Right.
It is an absolute certainty for you.
Yes.
Thank you. What else do you know?
Reality is an illusion. I know.
Yet the experience of it is real. All right. What else do you know?
I know that I'm consciousness in the form, this human form, and with this particular personality.
Yes.
And that my reality is shaped by my beliefs.
All right.
And I'm working hard to change this. And that.
And you know you're what? You know you're working hard?
Well, right. I know that.
All right.
With a lot of certainty.
All right.
And finally, recently, I know I'm loved unconditionally by all that is.
Thank you. Is this state of knowing capable thus then of being applied to other areas of your life where you feel more uncertain?
Yes.
All right. You know that too then?
Yes.
All right. Anything else you want to squeak in there that you know for sure?
Not that I can think of right now.
All right. So at this moment you know that you don't know anything else. For sure. Correct?
That's correct.
So that's something else you know.
Yes.
Thank you. Let's be thorough after all.
Okay.
Is there something you wish to share?
In terms of questions?
If you wish.
Oh, okay. Yes, first of all, I did also want to thank you, of course, for the interaction, send you infinite love, and that every moment spent with you, each and every moment, is a pleasure.
With you all as well.
Yes.
Or we wouldn't do it.
Thank you. I also wanted to first share that the impact of what you presented earlier in terms of the I am message.
Yes.
Because not only did it help with the knowingness, but
Yes.
it helped me to realize the importance of the energy behind words and
right.
phrases and symbols and sound and whatnot.
All right.
It really.
Thank you. All of you together, I am.
I am.
Just a reminder of how simple it is to be in a knowing state.
And it's interesting because there was a time when I couldn't say those words. I was a little hesitant and maybe even a little fearful, like,
Yes.
as if I didn't want to reach that point. So,
Yes.
okay. I think these are two quick questions. Going back to the analogy that you used about the matrix of now moments.
Yes.
I really love that analogy because I tend to think of it in that way.
Oh, all right.
So I kind of envision that there's this matrix and, there's all the possibilities.
Yes.
And just as an example, I'm preparing for an interview for a job.
Yes.
And say that in that matrix, there's a particular path, that I've been moving along. And there's going to be one of those moments that's the interview.
Yes.
And whatever energy I bring into that particular moment.
Yes.
My question is, since I'm interacting with another consciousness.
So to speak.
Okay. Well, that's part of it too, because if we're all one, I'm trying to figure this out.
Remember, it's this and that, not this or that. You are interacting with another consciousness, and you're also interacting with your own only.
Okay.
Because any other consciousness you interact with, you still have to create your version of in your reality in order to perceive it.
Right. Right. So in other words, is it saying that we can kind of pick and choose literally the reality that we want to have? So I can pick that now moment that I want to have in the time of the interview?
Gosh, I guess so. I guess that's what we've been saying for, 24 of your years.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Choose. Yes.
Choose.
Without expectation.
But now, why do you say that?
Because we understand that the mechanisms of your personality will often think, I can choose for this to come out exactly this way with this outcome, this consequence, this result. Mm-hmm. Not understanding that the moment you do that, often what you're doing is actually limiting yourself, judging yourself, shutting the doors to the way in which the manifestation could actually occur in a greater form than you ever imagined.
Okay.
So go into the moment, being the moment, because that's the moment you want to be, not because of what you think that moment will get you.
Okay.
Because when you do that, you are doing what? You are conditionalizing infinity. You are putting conditions on infinity. Saying, I only want it to come out this way. If it doesn't come out this way, my life's not working.
Okay.
And then you take yourself out of the state. The only purpose for being in the state you prefer to be in is to be in the state you prefer to be in.
Okay.
Circumstances don't matter. Only your state of being matters.
Very good.
Does that help?
It certainly does.
Thank you.
Thank you. And one last question.
Yes.
This refers to what I'm going to call for the moment the back end part of the mechanism for physical healing.
The back end part of the mechanism.
The front end is, recently you described permission slips, and so I understand what you were saying there, and say that a person wants to do some physical healing, and they could either choose perhaps an allopathic form or a holistic form, say detoxification, or even energy healing. And this is the reason why I lead to this question.
Yes.
So the person's frequency, their belief system, will determine which option they choose.
Yes.
And then you were also describing that it's really, all those methods are valid, but it's the power that we put behind, our belief and the method that we choose that actually generates the healing. Did I understand that correctly?
The idea is that you give off a frequency. Others that are attracted to you pick up on that frequency. Mm-hmm. They can then decide that if that frequency matches the idea of their perfect ideal state of health, if they then choose to match that frequency, that's what they will experience.
Okay.
But you are putting out a frequency to allow them to use it however they wish. Mm-hmm. If for some reason it serves everyone that you would attract a person who adamantly believes they cannot be healed by anyone, and they expose themselves to your frequency and are not healed, they do not heal themselves, then they get to say, see, I proved it. My belief stands. And you have helped them reinforce a belief that they have chosen to hold on to by them not allowing themselves to be healed. So you have still served them. Does that make sense?
Yes, I do understand that.
That's also why you don't need to have expectation. Because you don't necessarily need to know what anyone else's agenda is in coming to you. They may come to you to reinforce a belief they simply don't want to give up. But you've still helped them by helping them do what they want to do. Now, that may not happen in the majority of cases, but you have to allow for it because that's valid for them. Make sense?
Yes. Now, what I was referring to is kind of like the back end of the mechanism.
Yes.
Like with energy healing, if a person believes that will heal them.
Yes.
And it truly does. What my question is, from that belief to our physical body, which has its own consciousness.
Yes.
I was wondering what that mechanism is. In other words, is it that the power of the belief and the intention actually more or less, I'm using these words loosely, sends instructions to the consciousness of the physical body that,
it is a form of communication, yes.
Okay.
It's a pattern of energy that then, if harmonized with, will create certain results, yes.
And since the physical body, or as the way we understand it, breaks down to, I'll just say, subatomic particles and whatnot. So each one has its own consciousness and intelligence.
Absolutely.
And because the physical body is integrated, then it all heals together.
It works together.
Yeah, okay.
Or not, if that serves a purpose.
Okay.
Now, with regard to, again, the belief system in healing, do you understand that even in what you call your allopathic medicinal methodologies, the most powerful form of healing known is the placebo?
Yes.
In fact, actual drug tests are always measured against the placebo, because if the drug is even 5% more effective than the placebo, it's considered extremely effective because the placebo is so effective.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Yes.
The belief system of the person is the most effective thing, and your medical doctors know that. And that's why in doing their drug testing, because the placebo effect is actually responsible for such a high percentage of healing, even if the drug is a little bit better, that's the only criteria they need to say the drug is effective, because if it's no better than the placebo, it's not effective.
Right.
Because the placebo is so effective. The belief system is so much more effective. Make sense?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Much love to you.
And you as well. All of you take a deep breath. Relax. Take another deep breath. Relax. And one more time. Deep breath in. Hold it. Don't let it out. Hold it until you know that if you don't let it out, you're going to pass out. Hold it. Oh, all right, let it out. Doesn't that feel good? Why does that feel so good? Not just the oxygen. You're centering yourselves, but also you're letting go of a state you know will not serve you. So the idea of entering the state of knowingness will feel like a great sigh of release, because you know that any other state other than that is not the ideal state that serves you. It is not your natural state. It is not the state of your true self. It has been said in your literature, know thyself. This is why. What it simply means is take yourself to a place of knowingness. For in that state, not only will you know yourself, not only will you see more clearly all the things, not only will you discern more clearly all the things that are you, but more clearly all the things that are not you. You will know what you are, you will know what you're not, and when you know what you are, you will see, feel, experience more of the connection with the knowing of all that is, that knows you are expressions of the infinite, that knows you are unconditionally loved, that knows your true nature. You know it too. Don't deny it to yourself. You deserve it. Don't deny it to yourself. It is your true essential nature to be in a knowing state. Relax. Relax. Relax all the things that are not of the knowing state. on a day-to-day, moment-to-moment basis. Relax. Do it. Do it.
皆さんが知っているようにこの時間、自分で作っている時間ですけど、今日のご機嫌はいかがでしょう。
Before we begin this interaction, this day of your time, allow me to remind you of a few things.
今日皆さんと話を始める前にいくつかのことを思い出してほしいと思います。
There will be in any of these interactions new energy that will be realized by many of you.
今日こういう交流をしているときにたくさんの新しいエネルギーがここにいる何人かの人たちに感じられると思います。
And you may find yourself making many recognitions and realizations and releasing.
そういうものを見て新しい、そういうものを感じて新しい認識、新しい気づき、そういうものがあると思います。
All of these things will occur at a natural and comfortable pace if you allow them to.
自分がそれを許してあげれば、自分に一番心地の良いペースでそれを自然に起こすことができます。
Any energy that you begin to feel, allow yourself first of all to remember you can handle it.
どんなエネルギーでも自分で感じ始めたとき、自分で思い出してください。自分にはこれに対処するだけの力があるんだということ。
You may feel many different things, but understand the universe never gives you more than you can handle.
必ず覚えておいてほしいのは、宇宙というものはあなたが対処できないものを与えることはないということです。
Never.
決してないんです。
Never.
決してないんです。
Never.
決してないんです。
And so therefore, if you feel that there is energy that is too strong for you,
ですから自分に対して強すぎるエネルギーが来てるなと感じたとき、
that feeling will usually be the product of your definition of the energy, not the universe's definition of the energy.
そういう時には自分で使っている定義づけを使っているんです。宇宙の定義づけが自分に来てるんでは、降りかかってるんではないんです。
So it is our suggestion that you allow yourself to breathe the energy through your body.
ですから私たちが進めることは、そのエネルギーを呼吸とともに体の中で流してあげてください。
In a relaxed and open manner, trusting in the positive nature of what you are experiencing.
リラックスして、そして自分が体験していることを肯定的に捉えることを決めて呼吸をしてください。
It is all right to feel a release. It is all right to feel great change going on within you.
自分の中でそういう解放感とか、自分の中のいろんな変化を感じるのは全くいいんです。
But simply remember that it is all the product of your choice to unfold as a positive and loving and serving individual.
ただ覚えておいてください。自分が、愛する、そしてみんなに奉仕する、そういうものの産物として今そういうエネルギーを感じることを自分が選択しているということです。
Therefore, do not fear, but be glad and feel gratitude towards the universe.
ですから恐れることなく宇宙に感謝を持ってそれを感じてあげてください。
And be glad that you are willing to discover more and more of who and what you are.
そして自分が誰であるか、自分はどんな存在であるかということを、こういうものを通しながら学んでいくということを選んでいることに感謝をしてください。
Remember that each and every individual is a unique construction.
一人一人というのは非常にユニークな存在なんです。構造を持っているんです。
And that the personality that you are is not really fundamentally who or what you are.
皆さんの持っている性格、個性というのが基本的にあなたは誰であるかということを表すのではありません。
But only a temporary manifestation reflecting whatever particular idea you are working through at this particular moment.
その瞬間にあなたが何を今学ぼうとしているか、一番自分の持っているそういう強いものが性格として出ています。
Therefore, as you change the idea of yourself, you change the person that you are literally.
ですから自分の中に持っている考え、観念を変えると自分という人間が全く変わります。文字通り変わるんです。
And therefore, by the time this interaction is over with today, you will not be the same people you were when you walked in. Literally.
ですから今日皆さんがここに入ってきた時と、それから今日出ていく時、文字通り全く違う人間になっています。
No matter how you think you still look in the mirror, you're not going to be the same people because outside looks is simply an illusion.
鏡の中でどういうふうに見えていても、皆さんは全く違う人間になっています。この外観というのは全く幻想なんです。
If you do change yourself sufficiently, you can begin to change your outside looks.
自分の中を十分に変化し始めたとき、外も変わってきます。
That may simply happen automatically for some of you over a period of time.
人によってはそれが自然に自動的に、ある期間をかけて起こります。
But your civilization is still very focused in space and time, and therefore those changes take a period of time to occur.
皆さんのこの社会というのはまだ時間と空間に非常に固着しています。執着しています。ですから実際に変化が体のレベルで起きるのには時間がかかったりします。
Maintaining a similar outward appearance from moment to moment is simply your way of establishing continuity, so you can recognize each other.
皆さんが自分の顔や何かこの外側を、ずっと毎週同じように見ていくのは、自分の中で継続性を、連続性をつけておきたいからなんです。
When your civilization no longer looks at the exterior for recognition, but the interior for recognition, it will not matter what the exterior looks like.
外側がどうであるかより、内側の認識に目を向け始めると、もっと向け始めると、外が毎週変わっても気にならなくなります。
And no matter how drastically you change, each and every one of you as an individual will always maintain your signature vibration.
そして毎週自分がどのぐらい外が変わったとしても、劇的に変わったとしても、自分のシグネチャーバイブレーション、自分の固有周波数というものは常に保つことができます。
It is by the signature vibration that your soul is recognized no matter what changes occur in the personality.
性格の部分でどれだけ変化をしても、自分の固有周波数が魂というものを表現しています。
To also remember that even though your exterior physical body may not drastically change, that does not mean that drastic changes cannot occur in your persona.
それと同時に外側は全く変わってないとしても、自分の中が変わって、そして自分の性格が変わっているということは大いにあり得ます。
If you desire to be different than you are, and you act in a different way, you will be a different person, and you will have a different life.
自分が変わることを望み、どういうふうに変わったか、そのように行動しているとき、自分の人生が実際に変わります。
We thank you for expressing the boldness and the conviction to be willing to change in beautiful ways.
非常に美しい方法で自分が変わることを信念を持ってやってくれてどうもありがとう。
So, you want to know about creative relationships, eh?
それでは皆さん、クリエイティブリレーションシップ、創造的な人間関係を知りたいんですね。
Well, you are in for a workout today.
皆さん、運動の準備はできてますか？ Bashar, we have a question
Yes.
beforehand.
But let us lay down the foundation that we will still tie in the question to the idea of relationships by beginning with your relationship to the entire earth and the changes that are going on therein.
質問に入る前に、先ほど質問があると言いましたけど、その前にどうせ質問の方にもつながっていく、まずその前段階をお話したいと思います。今地球全体で起こっている人間関係はその他に関連することです。
Therefore, the question may now be asked.
それでは、ちょっと話が違いますけど、質問を今してもらいましょう。Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to ask you a question.
We thank you for sharing what is in your heart.
あなたのハートの中にあるものをみんなと分かち合ってくれてどうもありがとう。I'm an astrologer.
All right.
はい。From the charts of Japanese people, 300 to 500 people's charts, there was a significant change.
Yes.
どんなもんでしょう？I observed that there'll be a big change from 89年から90年 from 89 to 90 on a vast level.
Yes.
はい。I'd like to ask you for a couple of suggestions for that.
All right. Suggestions in what way?
どういう形でサジェッションすればよろしいでしょう？One thing is, if that kind of social, vast social change takes place, or vast big crisis occurs, for people, those of people who wants to serve the society, what can they do?
First of all, you can understand that all transformation can be viewed in either a positive or a negative way.
最初に分かってほしいのは、理解していただきたいのは、すべての変化というもの、変革というものは、肯定的にも否定的にも見ることができるということです。
Assuming that transformation on that scale has to be destructive will usually attract an individual into a destructive transformation.
そういうものが、そういう変革というものが、破壊的な形で起きなければいけないと思っているときには、そういう過程をしていると、だんだんそっちの方に流れていきます。
But approaching it with the attitude that that kind of transformation is simply destructurizing can allow it to be a positive change.
そういう変革が今までできたものが、分解して新しいものができるというような肯定的な見方をすることができます。そうすると肯定的な方に働いていきます。
Just because there is an indication of vast changes taking place in your society does not in and of itself indicate how the individuals must experience that change.
大きな変化があるとしても、その個人がそれをどういうふうに体験するかということはまた違うことです。
Remember that whatever is your strongest vibration is the reality you experience.
思い出してください。自分の持っているバイブレーション、波動があなたの、体験するものなんです。
A vibration of uncertainty, doubt and fear will usually attract a negative reality to the individual.
不安とか、それから疑い、そういうものを自分で持っているとき、そういう波動というのは恐れを呼びます。
But a vibration of service, love, light, joy, and ecstasy will usually attract an individual to the positive side of the transformation.
愛とか、それから奉仕、それから喜び、そういうものを持っていると、その人をそういう変革の時にも肯定的な方に運んでくれます。
Now there may be isolated areas upon your planet that will experience the transformation in negative ways, both emotionally and physically.
地球上でどこかの孤立した部分では、ある一部では、そういう変革を非常に否定的に、感情的にもそれから他の意味でも否定的に体験するかもしれません。
There might be isolated pockets that still experience the transformation in the form you would call catastrophe.
皆さんがカタストロフィー、災害という形でそういう一部が未だに否定的に通り過ぎなければいけないかもしれません。
However, even within those areas, an individual whose vibration is of a positive nature will not be negatively affected in any way.
そういう部分の中でさえ、そういう一部の地域の中でさえ、個人個人が自分が肯定的なものを見ていれば、そういう否定的な影響のされ方はしないんです。
Therefore, it is our suggestion and our preference to look at this vast change coming up in a positive way to ensure positive results.
ですから、そういう大きな変革が今来ているとき、それを私たちがサジェスションしたいことは肯定的に見てほしいということです。
Now, much of what will be happening, especially between your 1990 and 1994, is as follows as we perceive your energy now.
私たちが皆さんの今エネルギーを感じながら見ているところでは、1990年から94年の間に起きることはこんなことです。
Vast new recognitions will have ignited throughout the consciousness of your planet regarding social unity.
皆さんの意識が、そして非常に大きな意識の部分が、社会的な統一性、そういうものに気がつき始めます。
And vast new recognitions regarding expressing individuality.
自分の個性というものを非常に外に表明する、そういう新しい認識があります。
And vast new recognitions regarding the existence of our extraterrestrial societies.
それと同時に地球外惑星の、そういう存在、そういうものに対しての新しい認識が出てきます。
You see, many of your governments have known for many years of our existence, but have suppressed the information.
皆さんの地球上の政府のたくさんの政府が我々の存在に気がついています。そしていろいろな情報を持っています。
Between what you call your 1990 and 1994, much of that information will be realized by the public.
そして90年から94年のそのぐらいの間にそういう政府が持っているいろんな情報が今度は公共の場に出されます。そして公共の場で認識されます。
This will ignite vast changes in how you perceive the universe as a society.
それによって この社会として、宇宙をだいぶ、変えていきます。
But we do not say this to focus you upon us. We say this to focus you upon yourselves.
でもこういうことを言って我々の方に焦点を合わせてほしいんではないんです。自分自身に焦点を合わせてほしいんです。
Simply that many individuals will finally realize that they are now needed to take full responsibility for their lives rather than giving it away for someone else to run.
今たくさんの人たちがこういうことを要求されています。自分で自分の人生に責任を持つということです。よその人たちに自分の人生を走らせる、任せるんではなくて、自分で自分の行動に責任を取るということを今、要求されています。
This does not have to translate into what you would call anarchy.
だからといって、こうみんなを言うことを聞かせなければいけないということではないんですね。
But the idea is that from this point forward, the energy of your society can make changes in the following way.
わがままになるということではないんですけど、次のような形で変革を起こしていくことができます。
What you have referred to as the governments of your planet who have ruled you in the past can now learn to serve you.
今まで自分たちが支配されてきたと思うような政府が今度は皆さんに奉仕をすることができます。
The more lines of communication that are open to them to allow them to understand that it is not a matter of losing power but gaining self-empowerment will make the transition much easier.
こういういろいろなことが起きているとき、自分の力を失うのではなくて、自分に力を取り戻すことによって、自分の中に力を取り戻すことによって変革が簡単に起きることができます。
Remember that when you talk about social and economic and political change, you are those institutions.
政治、経済、そして社会的な変化ということを話すとき、自分もその一部だということを忘れないでください。
Taking responsibility means acting as the full individual that you are, and in being of service, creating the unity of society that you desire.
自分の責任を持つということは自分の行動に責任を持つ、そして自分の社会に対して何か行動を起こすということです。それに奉仕できるように。
From your year 1990 to your year 2011, there will be much restructuring of your society.
皆さんの時間で1990年から2011年まで社会的な再構成が行われます。
Your entire planet.
地球全体の話です。
And much blending going on between all the cultures on your planet.
そしてたくさんの地球上の文化が混ざり合ってきます。
At first there may seem from some individuals to be more animosity, violence, violent intentions.
いろいろな場所でたくさんの暴力的な行為が起きるかもしれません。
But this will eventually balance out as unconditional love smooths the way.
でもそういうものも最後にはバランスが取れます。皆さんの無条件の愛がだんだんそれをスムーズにしていきます。
There will be especially another very strong social change in approximately your year 1997 as well.
そして1997年にもう一つ大きな変化があります。
And by your year of 2013, your society will have finally laid the foundations for unified peace.
2013?
2013.
2013. Thank you. 2013年までこの地球上が一つとなったそういう世の中になります。
However, all of these are sensings that we perceive to exist in your energy now.
今言ったことはでもすべて今皆さんのエネルギーを感じて言えることです。
So let us say a few words about the idea of prediction.
ですから予言ということについてここでいくつか話をしたいと思います。
From our point of view, there really is no such thing as a prediction of the future.
我々の目からすると未来に対しての予言ということは本当はありえません。
There are sensings made in various ways of the energy that exists at the time the sensing is made.
その今みたいにそのエネルギーを感じているとき、この感じをつかむことはあります。
No one senses the future. You sense the present, which leads you to a probable future.
誰も未来を感知することはできないんです。現在のエネルギーを感じて未来の可能性を感知することはできます。
Your sensing of the present energy can lead you to conclude that unless the energy changes, this particular future is the most likely one to manifest.
ですから自分で何かそういうものを感知するとき、もしこのままエネルギーの状態が変わらなければ、こういうことが実際に起きてしまうだろうということは言えます。
Simply because it has the greatest deal of momentum or energy behind it, and therefore is unlikely to change direction.
そういうエネルギーに慣性があります。その慣性のままずっと行くと、こんな方向に行くだろうと。それは感知することができます。
However, this does not mean it cannot be changed, and it also does not mean that even if the general occurrence happens, that it must be experienced in any particular way.
だからといって変えられないということではありません。そしてそれと同時にそういうことが起きたとしても、それを同じようにある一定の方法で自分が体験しなければいけないということは全くありません。
If enough individuals become aware of exactly where the energy will lead them to what kind of a future, then they can decide to change that energy.
たくさんの人たちがこのままのエネルギーでいけばこういうふうになってしまうということを感じることができたら、変えることを、そのエネルギーを変えることができます。
Therefore, many so-called predictions actually render themselves obsolete by simply becoming known to the public.
ですから予言というものは公共的になったとき、みんなにそういうことを知らしめたとき、みんなが変えることができますから、それ自体予言の意味がなくなることがよくあります。
Therefore, remember that all predictions, no matter how they are made, are simply readings of the energy that exists now.
よく理解してください。予言というのはすべて今現在のエネルギーを読んでいるんです。
Therefore, when we speak of these changes in your upcoming years, we are talking about what we sense to be the most likely reality that seems unlikely to change in general concepts.
ですから今お話ししたようなことは、私たちが現在皆さんの中に感じるエネルギーで、一般的に一番変化しにくいであろうというふうに感じたエネルギーをお話ししただけです。
But how each and every individual experiences those changes will have to do with the vibration they choose to be, positive or negative.
ここにいる皆さんがそれを変えたいとき、自分のエネルギーを自分で選択してください。肯定的にするのか、否定的にするのか。
To put it very simply, if an individual chooses to wake up now, then they do not have to shake themselves awake.
こういうふうに言うことができます。もしここにいるすべての人が今自分で目を覚まそうということを決めれば、後で外から、肩をゆすられて目を覚まさせられる必要はないんです。
And allow me to remind each and every one of you that you chose to be born at this time because you knew it would be a very exciting time of transformation.
今ここに生まれてきている人たち、ちょうど変革の時代で非常にワクワクしたところ、興奮するところに生まれてきています。
Therefore, make the best of it and be of service by being the full individual you can be.
せっかくこんな楽しい時に生まれてきてるんですから、自分がなれるだけの自分、自分を 100% 生かしきって、そして楽しんでください。
By doing in your life what excites you the most.
自分が一番興奮することをやることによってそれができます。
Does this answer the question sufficiently?
どうでしょう？十分な答えになっているでしょうか？ Yes, thank you very much.
We thank you very much for your sharing and your service.
あなたのその分かち合い、そしてあなたの奉仕に、もう一度感謝したいと思います。どうもありがとう。
And now, let us begin the second phase of the idea of relationships.
それでは人間関係の第2段階について話します。
The relationship of you to yourself, first of all.
一番最初に自分に対してのあなたの関係です。
Because when you talk about creative relationships with other people, if the one you have with yourself is not creative, it is unlikely anyone else is going to experience it.
創造的な人間関係なんていうことを話しても、まず自分自身に対して創造的でなければ、誰と創造的になれるでしょう。
Are you all ready to be very bold?
皆さんは自分で大胆にいろんなことをやっていきたいですか？準備はできてますか？
One individual is ready to be bold.
一人ですね。
Oh, thank you very much.
どうもありがとう。
Then we shall have a lot of fun.
それでは今日は楽しめそうです。
All of you now, relax.
それでは
Become comfortable.
リラックスして、居心地のいい姿勢になってください。
Close your eyes if you wish.
目を閉じたければ閉じてください。
And take 3 deep breaths.
そして3つ深呼吸をしてください。
As you breathe in an easy manner, do the following thing.
リラックスしながら呼吸をして次のことをやってください。
Imagine your body relaxing.
自分の体がリラックスしているところを想像してください。
Imagine a warm, golden red energy penetrating every cell of your body.
あったかくて赤くて、そして、そういう光が、あったかくて赤くて、そして金色の光が自分の体をずっと通り抜けているのを見てください。
Feel every muscle beginning to let go and soften.
一つ一つの筋肉が、いろんなしがみついているものを解放して柔らかくなってくるのを想像してください。
You may begin at your feet and allow the energy to work its way slowly up your legs.
足から始めてだんだんゆっくりと自分の足をそのリラックスした感じが上ってきます。
Just speak soothingly to all of the muscles in your body.
優しく自分の体の中の筋肉の一つ一つにお話をしてあげてください。
Allow the energy to move up your thighs and through your abdomen.
自分の太ももからお腹の部分までそういう感じが上ってくるのを許してあげてください。
Feel the energy moving up the musculature of your upper body and coursing down your arms to your very fingertips.
そういうエネルギーが今胸を上ってきて、そして腕から指先まで降りて行きます。
Let your shoulders relax.
肩もリラックスさせてあげてください。
Feel all the internal organs being bathed with warmth, relaxing warmth.
自分のお腹の中の内臓、いろいろな内臓があったかくリラックスしていくのを感じてください。
Feel your heart pumping warm blood through all portions of your body.
自分のハートが、自分の心臓がリラックスしながら優しく赤い血を体中に流しているのを見てください。
Feel your lungs continuing to breathe in a very easy, relaxed manner in and out very slowly.
自分の肺がリラックスした感じで呼吸を続けるのを感じてください。吐いて、吸って、そして吐いて。
Feel the energy moving up your throat, relaxing your vocal cords and all the muscles in your neck and the bones.
エネルギーが喉を上ってきます。声帯をリラックスさせて、そしてそこにある筋肉、骨もリラックスさせて上がっていきます。
Feel your jaw muscle relax, allow your tongue to relax.
顎の筋肉がリラックスしてきます。下の筋肉がリラックスしてきます。それを感じてください。
Feel the warmth.
その温かさを感じてください。感じてください。
Feel the warmth in your sinuses and behind your eyes and penetrating your eyes.
鼻、そして鼻の後ろのある空洞、目の後ろ、そういうものがリラックスしていくのを感じていきます。
And all the way up and around your scalp to the top of your head.
自分の頭蓋骨、それを通ってさらに頭のてっぺんまでリラックスします。
And see the radiant golden red light radiating from you in your aura all around.
そして赤く黄金に輝いた光が自分のオーラが体中から輝き出しているのを感じてください。
And now, beginning in your heart area, begin to imagine a bright emerald green shining light.
そしたら今度は自分のハートから心臓からエメラルドのようなエメラルドグリーンの緑色の光が輝き出すのを見てください。
And feel all of the idea of the green light expanding throughout every cell in your body.
その緑色の光が自分の体の中の細胞の一つ一つを通って、そして広がっていくのを感じてください。
And now feel that all of your mentality, all of your thoughts are relaxing and blending with your body relaxation.
自分の意識が自分の体とリラックスしながら一つに混ざり合っていくのを感じてください。
Feel the vibrant richness of your connection with nature.
自然と一つにつながっていて優しく振動している、そんな自分を感じてください。
Feel your sensitivity and your intuition.
自分の感受性、そして自分の直感を感じてみてください。
And feel all of your worries and all of your cares melting away in the green light.
自分の心配だとか不安がその緑の光に溶けて消えていくのを見てください。
And now, from within the area of your third eye, between your two eyes, see a bright blue light.
それでは今度は内側から自分の第三の目のところ、おでこのところに青い光を見てください。
And feel your spirit rejoicing at the relaxation of your body and your mind.
体と意識がリラックスするにつれて非常な喜びが出てくるのを感じてください。
And feel the cooling, cleansing air that washes through your entire body.
静かな、そして涼しい空気が体中を冷ましてくるのを感じてください。
Feel yourself breathing as spirit.
自分自身が魂として呼吸しているのを感じてください。
And now know beyond the shadow of a doubt that no matter what your consciousness tells you, your spirit, your mind, and your body are one.
自分の意識がどんなことを言おうとも、自分の魂、そして意識、そして肉体は一つだということを感じてください。
And you are now in the appropriate state to pray and be heard.
今ちょうどお祈りをして、そしてその祈りが向こうに届くのにちょうどいい状態にいます。
And you are in the appropriate state to receive all the unconditional love you deserve.
それと同時にあなたが受け取る価値のある無限の愛、それを今受け取れる状態にあります。
Now feel a bright white light of ecstasy shining within you.
恍惚感に満ちた白い光があなたの中で光っているのを見てください。
Feel a radiant connection to all that is.
無限の絶対的な完全のその光を自分を感じてください。
You are bathed in the light of unconditional love.
今あなたは無限の愛の海の中にいます。
Take 3 deep breaths and enjoy it.
3つ大きな呼吸をしてそれを楽しんでください。